on. We are here at the casino, and we're waiting for a machine. While we were waiting, we decided, you know what? Let's give a video of some fun facts and maybe debunk some myths and some truth and false about casinos. I don't know a ton, but I used to work in casinos in Vegas. I first started reading about casinos when I was like this big. My mom bought me this book that got me suspended from school in 6th grade.
Yeah, that was a funny story.
So here's a fact number one for you, and this will be like a compilation video we'll put together. The slot machine was invented by a guy in San Francisco or around there who had an auto shop. It wasn't even in a casino, it was in his auto shop that he created so that people could play it while they were waiting for their cars. And it wasn't until later on that the casinos decided to start buying them from him so that they could have it in and around their like gambling parlors to occupy space and fill time while people waited for the table games, such as this roulette one we're on, or the poker
they can
tables.
keep taking their money.
Yeah, it was another way. That's where the one-armed bandit came from. So if you like that fact, stick around for the next one coming up in just a second.
Alright, fun fact number two.
All right. So you know in these old school slot machines, like the 3-reel, 5-reel, stuff like that, you would see the cherries, the grapes, a watermelon, or different fruit. The reason why it was there is they used to dispense candy and gum before it dispensed money. So what would happen is if you lined up, say, 3 of the fruits, you would get that kind of gum.
So you can like get like an exchange for this kind of thing.
Or it would
so
be like
the
a token
that
you could take to the waiter or somebody in a bar or restaurant and buy drinks or goods, whatever they had with it. So this was long 1800s before they started really pumping out like dollars and coins with it. It used to be just like an arcade game, obviously, you can see. So they've done away with a lot of the fruits.
Yeah.
Now it's mostly on these classic styles. The bars, Gold Bar, 7. I think when it became more about money, they started switching it over. So you'll still see them sometimes. Yeah. All right.
Fun fact number 3.
This is actually more of a myth bust thing. A lot of people...
That I heard it before.
Yeah,
I think you told me.
Well, a lot of people, it's like a common thing people say, that the casino pumps oxygen into the space to try to keep you more alert, more happy, playing more. That's not true. They do use in a lot of casinos what's called a smoke heater. If you're in a smoke-friendly casino, look at the ceiling. You'll see these large boxes. Those basically are mass interior filtration systems that suck all the smoke out of the air and filter it out. They do that. I know when I worked in Vegas, the gaming commission had like an air quality department that would come test the oxygen levels. They do test it, but they don't.
But it's nothing like
you
to
would
make
need your
you
own
more
oxygen production facility on site, and it would cost tons of money to do that. And it's an extreme fire hazard, so no casino would do that. No fire marshal would let them do that.
And that's not true, guys. Okay.
Yeah, so don't believe that hype. Yeah. All right, next fact.
I was about to say.
Go ahead.
All right.
All right. So the next fact we got for you, I wouldn't say this is really a fact, but it's probably more of a design thing. You'll notice what we just showed with the filming.
And probably they know because if you go into the casino, you're gonna know it. But
everything's designed meticulously to lead you back to the casino. So a lot of these pathways, when they have like malls inside, like Mohegan Sun, or MGM in Vegas, they have malls. Everything's done to wrap you back around to the casino. It's true they don't put a lot of like windows in. Sometimes near the exits or near the hotel lobbies they will. And you will never usually see a clock. They want you to stay focused on all of this.
yeah, just like going around and around and around.
Yep.
To keep playing.
And then you might be like, you know what, let me try this one. Maybe I'll get lucky on my way out after I've lost my life savings. $20 more.
That's what you do.
Exactly. You just never give up. Just keep trying. One day you'll hit a jackpot. Fun fact, well, this is more of a story. So there's some real legendary, like, zero to hero gambling stories out there. This one is probably one of the most legendary of all time. It's about a gentleman, his picture, Archie Karas.
Well, it's gonna be here?
Yeah, it'll be like right over here or something. Anyway, he was born in Greece. I don't know exactly when, but it was 40s or 50s maybe. He came to the US, I believe, by himself with like $10 or $50 in his pocket. That was it. He moved to California. He had a really good gift for the game of pool. So as he got older, he started playing pool, started playing it for money. He started, building a bankroll with his pool money. And then somebody taught him how to play poker. And during the process, when he was learning poker and doing this, he realized he had a natural talent, especially for heads-up games, which means one-on-one. So I believe, if I remember correctly, he had a bankroll of like 10,000 or maybe 50,000, and he went to Las Vegas with it, played a bunch of poker, run that up to about $1 million in I think about a year to 2 years, and then he went and started playing dice at Binion's Horseshoe. This was long before the days of having a max bet on a table game. So if you look now, there's a max bet. A lot of it has to do with this guy. Definitely look him up. He started betting and winning, playing dice. He thought he had figured out a system. Long story short, at one point he had all of the $25,000 chips, I believe it was, that they had at Binion's Horseshoe. So they had to mint an entire new chip just because he had taken all of their high limit chips. And he got all the way up to a point to where he had turned $1 million when he went to Vegas, around there, all the way up to 40 million. And then in 2 months or 2 years, I don't remember exactly, he lost it all of it back. I think it was in 2 months. He lost at least 17 million in like a really short period. But definitely look up his story if you guys are interested in like crazy runs. There's a bunch of other ones I know, but that's probably one of the most legendary. Archie Karas, check that one out.
Another fun fact right here. Like when you go to the casino, you see people doing a lot of things, like a lot of weird things sometimes.
Superstitious things.
Like you robbing the machine, like screen.
Smashing the buttons.
Smashing, like Nick said that he saw somebody like spinning around and shit.
Yeah. When I used to play poker, this guy down in Florida, I beat him like 3 cans in a row in 7 stone. And he got up out of his chair, walked around it like 10 times and sat back down. I was like, what are you doing? He's like, that'll change everything. And I was like, okay. So,
but like,
there's a lot of superstitions.
Yeah, there's a lot of things that people does.
It's not going to help you.
Better luck.
But it makes you feel better.
Yeah, you never know.
So, if it makes you feel better, keep doing it. Also, one thing about slots that people don't realize is they'll say like, oh, this machine's on the end of the aisle, it's going to pay better because they want the people passing to hear it. It's not true. When the casinos buy the machines from the manufacturer, it's bought with a certain return to player percentage. So every bank, like say you have a group of Dragon Links like this whole bank of Dragon Links has the same RTP. The higher the denomination though, the higher the RTP. So if you're playing on like one that's penny, 2 cent, 5 cent, 10 cent, 10 cent's gonna have the highest return to player ratio. But all of those machines that are networked and linked will all have the same amount. Doesn't matter which one.
So
Still,
just keep that in mind.
Yeah, keep that in mind, but do what makes you feel good.
Yeah, of course. And please let us know like what's the funniest things that you have, like
that you do.
Seen.
Or that you do.
Are you seen also?
Yeah,
I just
drop
want
that in
to
the
know.
comments.
Please
Curious.
do it.